Hello, I'm Tools, and today I'm gonna become the world champion in Pokemon Showdown. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment and subscribe. As you can see, there's ranked random battle as well as casual random battles, but we're not gonna do casual because I can't become the world champion like that. So we're into the first battle. My opponent starts with Toxicity, I start with Electrode. I lack a lot of Pokemon knowledge when it comes to battling, so please forgive me. However, I'm able to use Volt Switch to give myself somewhat of a free switch. I switch into Garchomp here to give myself a type advantage. He raises his stats by using Gear Shift. I try to follow up with an Earthquake, but he switches into a Rotom. Now he's immune to my Earthquake. He then follows up with a Will-O-Wisp, while I set up with Swords Dance. I do take a little bit of chip damage from burn though. They then set up with Nasty Plot, while I try and fail to burn them with a Fire Fang. They set up another Nasty Plot, while I follow with a Scale Shot, hitting them multiple times for a significant chunk of damage, decreasing my defense but increasing my speed at the same time. I set up with another Swords Dance, while he attacks me with an Air Slash, killing my Garchomp. I then bring out a Dialga. He uses Thunderbolt to take out a good chunk of my health, but I react with a Fire Blast, burning him and taking him to the red zone. He hits me with another Thunderbolt, but I hit him with another Fire Blast, taking him out. He then sends out a Girder. He uses Mach Punch, taking out my Dialga. I then send out a Weezing. I set up Toxic Spikes while he uses Knockoff, getting rid of my leftovers. He switches into Toxicity. I use Sludge Bomb, which is a critical hit, taking him to half health. He hits me with a Boom Burst, taking me all the way to the red, but I hit him with a Flame Blast, taking him to the red as well. He hits me with a Boom Burst, taking out my Weezing. I bring out Electrode. I use Volt Switch, killing the Toxicity and switching into Ariados. Because Ariados came out first, he can see what type he is, and he picked Rayquaza. I then use Sucker Punch, but I miss, and he sets up using Sword Dance. He then hits me with Scale Shot and hits me just once. Wait, he flipping kills me. I then bring out Electrode. I use Thunder Wave to paralyze him, but he's able to hit me through paralysis with Earthquake, killing my Electrode. Greninja is my last Pokemon. I terrestrialize and use Hydro Pump, but miss, and then die to Dragon Ascent. That was the first game. The second game can't be that bad. Oh my god. Load the next game. I start with Deoxys while my opponent starts off with Wigglytuff. They use Protect. I try to use Superpower but it's blocked. I hit with Superpower, losing attack and defense stats. He then uses Thunder Wave to paralyze me. They recover with leftovers. They use Wish, but I brutalize them using Psycho Boost, losing special attack as a result. He brings out Crocodile, who takes down my attack stat. Oh, I just clocked I'm a Psychic type. Yes, you heard me right. I didn't realize Deoxys was a Psychic type, and I let his Crocodile decimate me. I then send out Arboliva. They use Gunk Shot, bringing me down to low health by setting up grassy terrain. I use Energy Ball, landing a critical attack, killing this Crocodile. Next up is Chandelure. He uses Fire Blast, killing my Pokemon. I then send out Arceus Water. I use Judgment, taking him straight to the red. He tries to use Substitute but fails. I use Judgment again, taking out Chandelure. They then bring out Sandy Shocks. I terrestrialize and set up using Carmine. He uses Thunderbolt, which does little damage due to my steel typing. I use Ice Beam to take out a chunk of damage. He paralyzes me with Thunder Wave. They switch out for Cobalion and I am paralyzed. They use Aura Sphere for a little bit of damage, but I use Judgment, doing significantly more damage. We repeat the turn again. He uses Aura Sphere to bring me down, but I kill him with using Judgment. Drift Bloom is up next. They use Air Slash for no damage, and I recover some of my health. They forfeit, meaning I win. I'm now going to have a montage because the next battle is 10 minutes long and it is pretty boring.
Ooh! 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 LOL! Ooh! 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 LOL!
Final battle now. I start with Garvantula, they start with Rotom Fridge. I set up sticky webs and they miss a blizzard. I then hit a bug buzz for a little amount of damage, but then he hits me with a blizzard for massive amount of damage. I use Giga Drain to try gain some health back, but he takes me out using a blizzard. I send out Ho-Oh, they get me low with a super effective Thunderbolt, but I knock him out with a Sacred Fire. They send out Lantern, they take me out using a Thunderbolt.
How was a fish faster than a bird, man?
Someone's mad. I send out Vileplume. They use Volt Switch, switching into Vespiquen. I then use Sleep Powder, putting the Vespiquen to sleep. I use Sludge Bomb, but only does a little bit of damage. I decrease their attack stat, but they wake up and set up Toxic Spikes. I use Sludge Bomb, but he reacts with a super strong Air Slash. I use Giga Drain to gain some health, but he uses Roost, gaining back all his health. I try to use Sleep Power, but I miss, and he kills me using Air Slash. Up next, Iron Hands. They do a puny amount of damage with Air Slash, but I take them super low with Thunder Punch. They use Roost again, going back to full health, and I stupidly use Iron Punch, doing little to no damage but freezing them. Because they're frozen, they can't move, so I'm able to hit them with a super effective Thunder Punch. Instead of using Thunder Punch again, I decide to use Drain Punch, doing no damage whatsoever. They fall out and heal using Roost.
I can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
I use Thunder Punch, but I do way less damage than I did last time. They use Air Slash, killing my Iron Hands. I then send out Golduck. I use Ice Beam, taking out Vespiquen. Next up is Flapple, but he doesn't last long and Ice Beam takes him out. Lantern's back. I use Grass Knot, taking a little bit of health off him, but then he kills me with a Thunderbolt. Bramble is my last Pokemon. I terrestrialize and I use Leech Seed, but they use Volt Switch. He then switches in Glade. I use a super effective Poltergeist, killing him instantly. Their next Pokemon is a Azumarill. Power Whip takes him out instantly.
Let's go, come on, Bramblecast Sweep. Bramblecast Sweep.
On to his last Pokemon, which will be Lantern, and I end it with a Power Whip. I'm basically the Pokemon World Champion now. Nothing can go wrong from here.